Hi, I'm Arnold Monster with you again, landscape architect with the City of Pickering, and today we're talking about hardscaping, which is really the hard surfaces in your yard, whether it's your driveway, your walkway, your decks, your fences, retaining walls. These items are important to sort of plan first before you start thinking about the softscapes, which we'll talk about in the following video, to look at plants. So to lay out the framework of the hardscaping, and that creates the shapes and the form left for your plant material. When selecting paving materials for your yard, there's different things to consider for your driveway, whether it's asphalt or concrete or unipavers. And for walkways, you can have unipavers, you can have flagstone. A lot of places when they start out have patio slabs, so those are all things to consider. Finishes, color, texture, colors that may tie in with the brick on your house. All those sort of things are things to consider. Whether you have retaining walls, whether there's changes in grade that you need to take up for steps to your front door, there's different materials to look at on that. The internet has a wealth of information about different products to look at and get to even design ideas from the different companies. So when doing your site work, please make sure not to alter the drainage on your site. A lot of houses will have downspouts that come with the water off the roofs, and they go into drainage swales and lead out to the street or to a backyard drainage area. The city does have bylaws regarding altering drainage, and if you plan to do any drainage alteration, please go into the city and consult with the planners before proceeding with that. If you're considering doing alterations on your fences, or you're putting a pool in, there are certain requirements from the City of Pickering requiring a specific height of fence for pool enclosures, and there is a permit required for that enclosure. If you're considering putting decks in, there are also requirements with the City of Pickering for getting permits for decks over 10 square meters or 600 millimeters above grade, and as well as if you're putting in a garden shed, if it's greater than 10 square meters, it requires a permit as well. So for the site here, what we looked at is we paired up a base plan based on the site measurements of the other day. And we looked at the driveway. We're going to leave the existing asphalt driveway in, and we're looking at balancing out and putting some brick banding down each side of the driveway and making a nice flow now into the front door, shortening up the walkway a bit and moving the steps down. Looking at putting a garden wall as well in that would tie in and flow around and become the steps up to the main porch area here. And then this sets our framework for basically what's left for the garden area, doing a nice flow and leaving the existing light pole in, and then leaving ourselves a garden area over here as well next to the front walk. That's all for today, folks, and stay tuned for the third video on softscaping.